So I just bought my daughter this Melissa and Doug Paint with Water coloring book or painting book or whatever it is. But it seemed really cool, so I want to do a quick video showing it off to everyone. If you take a look at it, it looks like a normal coloring book. Obviously it's painting, comes with a paintbrush. But the cool thing here is that once you open it up, you can see that it has these little paint swatches built right in, and there's, I don't know, 20 pages. Every page has its own set of paint swatches. This is the undersea or coral reef ocean version, but again, all these swatches. And it just seems really cool because we bought her a watercolor set and she ruined it in like 2 minutes by mixing the black and the yellow and the yellow and the red and so on. So this should really solve for that. And then I guess what you would do is leave this here and cut this off and then paint on it. It seems ill-advised to me. Seems like you'd want to rip this and then either leave this attached and paint, or cut here, and then have your little paint colors here and your painting area here. Not leave it all attached. Anyway, you could do whatever you want with these and not have to worry about the rest of them. And then the best part is that this book itself is about $5. So a lot of bang for their buck there. I ripped one out already. Have some water. This is a paintbrush, the included paintbrush, in fact. So I figured I'd give it a shot in the video. I'm not much of an artist, but I do want to get an idea of the paint performance. So I'll just move real quick here just to simulate a child painting, even though my skills are way beyond that of the average 2-year-old. So it's definitely pretty light in the color. And I guess this would be my fear with this situation, is that the paint swatches themselves, I don't know if we're really going to be able to tell here, but there's very little paint there. I can't get a good idea of the thickness, but you can see that I barely really used that blue, and you can see it's already starting to shine through a little bit. Some of that is just because it's wet, but there's just not a lot of paint there. So I could definitely foresee that as being an issue. And let's try to get a nice saturated color here. So we'll get the red. Well, seemingly, we'll try to get a lot of paint on there and really get a really vibrant red on this puffer fish. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty good. So maybe the key here is just not using too much water when you're extracting the paint from the paper. Yeah, that's a nice watercolor. Let's see if we could follow that with the different colors. Just brushing a little bit more vigorously. Yeah, there's a nice saturated yellow. Again, this is just a child's watercolor, and these things are under $1 each, so we don't need too much, but it shouldn't look all washed out and miserable. It's not like a money-saving product. We're looking for something to keep them interested and maybe even artistically inclined. So that green is definitely a little weak. Yeah, good orange too. So it might vary by color. Some of it's definitely going to have to do with how much paint I'm picking up off of the palette itself, or how much water is going to pick it up and then get moved over here. Yeah, so I'm getting pretty good colors there. If I use too much water and put it down, obviously that's going to be an issue. Yeah, so actually not terrible. Maybe not, as nice as a higher quality watercolor that you might buy in a standalone kit, but definitely sufficient and perfect for travel, say, where you don't have to worry about making, losing something expensive like a $10 or $15 set of watercolor, or, taking a bunch with you. This is really self-contained. And the nice thing here is you really can't make much of a mess. This is, there's a little color here, but with watercolor, it comes right off. And this doesn't really carry any water. These aren't little wells, obviously. It's just a little swatch of color, so it really can't. It's just going to dry up pretty much immediately and make this thing safe to put next to clothes. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the Melissa and Doug Paint with Water kit. Again, we don't cover a lot of, I don't cover a lot of art or kids stuff on this channel, but I thought this was really interesting and worth pointing out.